3 years ago.
It's like Battle Royale looking island.
Solo leveling.
Is that an ant?
Hunter. What?
It's alliteration.
Better than rocket hippos.
It's not anymore.
Oh, but very fantasy. I was not expecting. That's the thing. We don't really know anything about about this.
Whoa! Las hormiguitas quimera, weón.
Is that an ant, bro? A giant ant?
Well, it looked like that was like a real life navy, and then there's mages on this island.
Bro, we're fighting giant ants?
It seems like maybe it's like a blending of the worlds type thing. Is that Hiroyuki Sawano?
Sorry.
Yo, guys, se lo hace todo perfecto.
God, bro. The blood and gore is going crazy.
Oh, papá, comencemos con sangre,
Ants are
oh.
going in. They're munching.
So there's two things I gotta point
Freaky.
Desmayarte no, weón, te vas a morir.
Am I crazy?
So,
¿Un encantador?
are they like mages?
What is it called?
Ah, no, healer.
So they have magic.
Hearing?
Some were using fire before.
Not quite the same.
Huevón, qué buena magia.
Lightning magic there?
Badass. Killed him with his own vegetable.
Damn. This guy has a lot of raw power.
I figured is he like a werewolf guy? No, he's got like a berserk mode. He's like a barbarian.
Also S-rank hunters.
Ooh,
like,
that was
so
cool.
they were lower rank, so they're a
That was sick.
So we got like magic, lightning magic.
Oh,
This guy's like
okay.
physical strength. What the hell? A white ant? And that's not the boss? Ow. Their names are very Korean because this is a manhwa after all.
It sounds like it's either Sawano or something trying to get that effect.
Ah, no, por eso que... Ok, no tiene pinta reina.
The Wolverine claws you!
I like that. I like that. There's been shows like this that like have this kind of a premise, but I never watched it.
Right through it, bro.
Other than Fate. Can I say that?
Yep, definitely not the leader. There are other variations.
Vamos a tener buena animación por lo que estoy viendo, ¿ah?
What is leveling up mean though with this thing?
A1 picked John like killing him.
Va, tiene sentido porque le toca
Yeah,
el pues,
exactly.
¿no?
It's level up
Or is it like
system.
One Punch Man where like you have to like
Okay.
go
Like
to this
fire with
academy
bullets.
and then they
Maybe the
like
ones
Yeah,
that
I think the idea of
como
skill
el
leveling
explorador.
in an MMO games where like you have to always team. You do well. The idea is you can't really do it by yourself effectively. You can't
Bueno,
really
fuera de los rango ese, pero...
Another day in the office for them.
This guy's hairstyle is.
So he must be with the S-rank hunters.
I mean, I'm one to talk.
Part of their family.
This is pretty fucking epic.
A series of
This is pretty epic.
Is that Scott Pilgrim or that guy from? Fucking, he looks like the guy from Blade. He looks like the guy from Bring Us Back to
Las
Our
blancas, no las rojitas.
So this is like a construction worker. It's like such a low level hunter. You know, there's literally like street cleaners like level of just. What, did it say how long ago this happened? It seems like it's just become a part of the world at this point. I guess it's more realistic.
Sería hermoso
Yes, my favorite character.
que pasara esto en este mundo, ¿no? O sea, mal y bien, ¿no?
Can result in great strength. Okay, what a start, bro. Okay, 3 years later. Okay.
S, A, B, C, D,
Kinda,
E.
already I'm getting sort of Black
Y nuestro
Mirror vibes.
prota.
Like they use magic, right? And they have like grimoires. But that one who is using healing magic had one. Kind of similar vibes to Black Clover already.
Qué feo, ¿no? Pero establecerte en un promedio 3 años más tarde. 3 años más tarde. Ok, después de la cirugía. Bueno, también se sirvió para una buena intro.
The fight at the beginning looked really, really great.
This explains the rushing
I get on my
fantasy.
group.
And her character design is very old, like old style. Like it feels
the
like
MC
you're watching
champion.
Hiring
older,
Yeah.
almost like a God
Of all
the
time?
teenage female like romance.
How many hunters are there that we can there's like
That
12,000?
kind? That's great.
Oh yeah, that one guy in fucking whatever.
I feel like that's gonna change.
There must not be that many if there's
If they're accepting, not
It
just
is
like,
not-
yeah.
not just accepting, but remember like that they know that there's enough of a community that
Well, I
they
think
know.
he just keeps showing up and like working. Like he just keeps clocking in, and like people are like, oh, this guy again.
I wonder if where they just went is, oh, it's like a shitty little dungeon. If they're just all gonna get absolutely destroyed, or maybe they'll find an artifact and they'll all die and like. Is that
This is one of those Gears of War type things. I know they said like the portals open up now, but we're going in.
essence stones and find one of these big
Start
ones?
this.
We're gonna get stronger.
Use it. So he use it, he'll level up.
Keeping that aspect in the bad guys.
No te preocupes, papu.
Get
Vas
one
a
of those
recibir tu
goblin
power
swords.
up.
Yeah.
Es el
Like,
brutal.
God,
Yeah,
it's
if you
way
can
better.
really afford like a.
Like yours
It's
looks
gonna
really
be a
cool,
little
but
while
like
used to the names.
Goblin
I mean,
Sword
other than
on
Sung
the
Jin
hardness
Woo,
scale is clearly beating
I mean,
me.
since
¿Por
these
qué
are
va? Es la
really
cuestión.
compared to Japanese names, I'd say Japanese names are easier to
Ah,
I think so.
sí, va seguro.
a little bit difficult, but I'll try my
Well,
best.
she's
I'll try my
both.
best to remember.
Ya lo soy.
She's a girl, so therefore she's the healer.
Ok, es como tu comodín.
Oh, so you get these essence stones and then yeah.
No início, confesso que eu
Ah,
No serve
I
ni
like
siquiera.
that. I like that
Puta, weón.
idea. Like, you know.
Imagínate, sería
I hope
horrible.
they get into
Me
like
haría
why
bullying.
there's this
Como a
game
mí me haría
system.
bullying.
Like it's not quite a game system, but like why they carry these stones.
animation looks very
Rose going in with a bare knife.
very
Okay.
nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So far, I feel like
This is the lowest
flying
level
color
of
people.
thing that you can fight. That thing is fucking terrifying. Could you imagine running into something like that in real life?
Yeah.
I figured it'd be like rad roaches.
Oh, I think that this is like I think that like it's like the last one that he went.
The last
on.
one he went on was,
Was
but I
the-
figure the reason why he's available and go on this one is because it was also an E level or a D level.
I was
Either
thinking
way.
maybe D because they said that they didn't bother sending healers before.
Right.
It was, like so, the
So
things were
weak.
so
Yeah, I could see this as a
Defeated beasts.
they're establishing their power scaling pretty early. Well, time to prove yourself.
everyone's just gonna die. It's like
Está
oh,
bonito por ahora el anime, ¿ah?
Oh, okay. He managed to kill one. Okay, I thought he was struggling.
A lot of like things.
Damn. Yo! Blade is almost breaking. There's knife.
No, lo bueno es que tiene una killer.
Life energy, life force.
Damn, no. Yo!
The crystals.
Fuck that. Well, why? It's a day job.
Pero ¿por qué no trabaja normal? O sea, a ver, a mí me gustaría, pero si sé que no sirvo.
I'm wondering if us part
It's leaking.
Bueno, tampoco tendríamos anime, pero.
know what I'm saying? Killing me there.
because our main guy here.
Ustedes saben a lo que me refiero.
Energy
Oh, healing hunter. You have healing
I
magic.
do
right?
like that he has motivations and isn't just an idiot that's like,
Trying to prove
being a
himself.
badass.
Oh no, I need everyone to think that I'm cool.
Yeah.
Or I need to, I need to live up to the hype.
Myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be bad.
I'm gonna sacrifice my life for this day job that pays like fucking minimum wage, basically.
Lo que te genera. Supongo que debe ser más de un sueldo promedio, de todas maneras, para incentivarte a hacer eso, ¿no?
Famous last words.
Pollute the environment.
We have the healer girl, now we have the ultra badass girl.
Yeah, we got
So,
Monkey
for
now.
those of you that might be new here, don't know.
Those resources they could practically take.
Ah, no sirve para nada. Va, a ver.
Or they're gonna like find this girl and try and recruit her.
It's not a one-to-one by any means.
Tall.
But he definitely have situations when you're out doing your job, whether that's a
tall
role
Bueno, ya vimos que un carro. ¡Ay, huevón!
and you'll
like, oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Same thing.
depending on what that is and what the risk
Not
is.
just jumps away like
Bueno, no
flips
suena tan
and
rápido como el otro, pero
does all
había
these
pasado.
crazy gymnastic moves away.
Pero oye, Sana.
I mean, maybe that's part of her background. Maybe that's visual storytelling. Maybe she was
An
a
acrobat.
gym. Yeah, I mean, she's tall. She's probably athletic growing up. It's probably character building.
Puta, se demora en sanar, huevón.
Shot random. Why?
And you've got an operating.
They show the side of his head, but they just show her tits.
Tiene sentido.
No
El
shot
mayor
of his
rango,
face.
mejores armas puedes sacar de cada monstruo, pues, ¿no?
Already passed out, and
Which means you ever
shit
need
goes
this
sideways.
Right, and
There's
you're
nobody
yelling.
else to
It's
save
definitely
that
helping
because the
stay
assets are
safe right now.
saving someone else's assets.
Oh,
man,
She's very conservative.
How you guys
Very
Como fuente sustentable de energía. Ajá.
Here's a
Yeah,
question.
see?
Why do you get a vote?
Well, thank you for
That's
answering,
not how things
Mr.
work.
Guy.
You have a boss. Well,
Y así sí es ayuda del Estado y todo lo demás.
I guess
Open the
parties,
door and then just get
maybe they're looking at it kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons
thinking
type
practically.
party thing, and they're like, they're displaying that in a real
Licántropo.
no, but it doesn't.
because generally you would, like in an RPG, you would,
Couldn't have thought of a different name.
I mean, well, the thing is, this is exactly like what we were talking about with God of High School and
I feel like he's gonna say
with Tower of God 2, where it's like,
Mierda.
it's a different country, so
Yeah.
it's not
Cut your losses
the
short.
same level of expectation. Because Tower of God did this as well, where it's like, oh, this is very familiar to something else.
Tiene todo sentido que se preocupe, mi
But you
estimada.
hadn't seen it by that point.
A ver, yo también a pesar de que fuera un level bajo,
It's kind of like,
igual iré a las mazmorras porque,
I
bro,
understand
qué
like
chido.
we're doing this, but I feel like it's a bad
wrong,
idea.
you can accomplish great things as well, but still, desperation.
It's reminding me of Ranking of Kings. The creepy room with all the
Guy
ice
from
statues.
2 years ago.
Why?
yeah, this is very much a ritual room. All these things are like,
Yeah.
Just took a
Do
purse,
not
bro.
activate that. Read it out loud, and sing it actually, and it'll kind of, maybe it'll give you some money. What if this girl isn't gonna like save him from being healed? Is she also just gonna die here? Probably.
I think she's gonna. If she's asking about it,
Ok, entonces venciendo un jefe se lo
I figured there's like, oh,
chévere.
B rank healer. That means that she, okay, so
smoothly and
maybe just
love to see it. He's clearly a badass. Oh, this is her?
Bueno, y tiene todo sentido, ¿ah?
they just don't attack him because he's so
Ya, ya,
bad.
O sea, tiene sentido de que si hay
He's not even on their
algo
radar.
completamente
what
nuevo
if
de
this
que
is
no
like
está
a ritual where they maybe get all of their
Este,
Jumping
deja calabazas así
is
por
insane, bro.
si acaso.
The last one alive.
Clearly never misses a
Oh
day.
yeah, because he's so weak. Yeah.
Introduce people.
Y'all have been walking 40 minutes.
I know, right?
You've been in there for 40 minutes already?
Vai sobrar pra quem? You know what's funny?
Bueno, hay mucha gente razonable, ¿ah?
True.
Big war.
Does he have? Well, I wonder if he's
How's it going?
Sí, vale, que era el
I don't know why, but it's like you got like these, you know, like the boss fight coming up, and these monsters, they really have
B rank.
style. Because it's like they just discovered this fancy door, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna have this
he really
brand
likes it.
new
Wow.
little
Oh, ok, ahora tiene sentido porque chambea.
It's always weird how, you know, intricate the
Boss
designs
chamber,
are.
bro. Whatever boss is in there, I feel like this is not gonna go well. I
Tiene
feel like
sentido,
half of the
tiene
people
sentido.
are about to die.
Rude and lurking.
Y...
She's not gonna have her legs. Oh.
Huevón, se parece a la pelota de Gantz, ¿no?
This is not gonna go well.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
All that armor can come to life and mess your day up.
Wait, really?
Just to see if these
That's the
people
whole first episode?
Please be afraid.
I don't want to get
Oh boy,
spoiled.
here we go.
Don't blink.
Is there an episode 2 out? No. All right. Well,
We've just been getting too spoiled with like extra long.
it
first
wasn't even an
episodes.
extra long. Like that's just a weird cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's a weird cliffhanger. But I mean, like the thing is, like I like it just fine. The show. It's just I didn't get that like that snappy little like I didn't get that thing of like okay I got a full picture. Yeah, it's like I feel like I got 80% of the first bit of it, like where the hook is. I feel like there's still just like a little bit more, so it's hard for me to say like, oh, I'm really excited about this or I'm really excited about that. There are a couple things that I really like, but it's mostly just teasing characters that people probably know. If you've read the source material, it seems like there's a lot for like. It seems so far like this first episode especially is a lot of an adaptation for people who like were expecting things from the show, and it's more of a promise to people who are already invested. Not more of it's like calling it there for the first episode. I think is partially showing people like okay, you know, here's what the show is going to be like. If you've read the source material, then you know like you know we're including this, we included that, we included this girl, and we included you know the Hunter Association. We you know, all the magic. Here's a little bit of the animation. Here's what the show's going to look like. Here's what you can expect. You know, where here's, you know if you've read the
I knew it. I'm telling you, half of the people here are not getting
and worries about how the adaptation's going to go, so then just having the first episode here kind of lay the groundwork for the ride that they're going to be on. But as a first viewer who we've stayed away from the hype, we didn't know exactly what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be going into it. I figured solo leveling. I thought it was going to be like a full-on ace, but it's kind of it kind of is, but it's kind of playing with that idea a little bit. They're not like going into the other world, they're like coming into their world.
Yeah,
but all of the same rules apply to that sort of.
It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, I think it's great because I think that like the setup of the first episode is like trying to show you like as someone new rather than and I think for a lot of people just like the final moments of like everyone getting slaughtered like would be oh yeah I'm really into this. I think that like that's not that it's something that we're necessarily opposed to. Like it's not like a huge shock factor. But I imagine for some people, like if you're getting in, like if you never watched a show like this or that like had that crazy thing, you'd be like, oh my god, this is so brutal. I want to keep going. But for me, what I did like about it is
man's been through it, goddamn.
That like we have a main character, and I did like that his like being like a weakling and like getting attacked all the time. Like helped him in this final moment because he's just like, I feel the impending, I feel death just swooping down upon me, but I've been here before, and not in a badass way. I'm just, like all of these other people that are more capable, that like usually when something is coming they can fight it, he's like, I've never fought against anything in my life.
I don't know what I
throw yourself to the ground. But I do also like that he's not just like a
I have a lot of questions, like you guys heard me
for no reason, like super dumb and like delusional about his own abilities. Because I feel like we get a lot of that, like a Takamichi style guy, where it's just like, okay, I get it, you know, you want to be a badass, but you're not, and you're putting people around you in danger, and it's very selfish. But this, I feel like, is different and more, and a little bit more similar to,
Totally not. This guy is so good.
Exactly. They're done for.
Yeah,
I can smell him from here.
But Kogani was actually a badass.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the situation is more similar. How like she was scared. And like she like became more of a badass like in that moment and stuff, and she bit unhinged and stuff. But I guess what I'm saying is like the stakes are like very high. It's like he has to. He has to. He doesn't have a choice. He's not just being. Like he knows that he's bad, but he's just trying so hard to get money to provide for his sister who's in college and his mom.
Yeah, I feel like the alternative of what this character, what the character archetype they could have used for this type of story, like usually in an isekai or like fantasy thing like this, where you know, like the guy is either blank slate entirely, he's like average skill level, average height, average hair color, average everything. I think of like a Kame ga Kill, which you haven't seen, but it's like there's similar things. I guess it's similar thing that happens in the start of the story where it's just like, oh, you thought that it was just a normal fantasy thing, and then there's this huge tragedy, and now the story starts. In that, it's just that his character at the beginning is just so baseline, and just to lull you into this false sense of security because he's so basic, the world is so basic, everything is so basic, and then it takes kind of a turn. In this, I guess I kind of prefer the way that it's, he does actually care. He actually has desires. They're setting up a little bit blatantly for my taste, like the power. Not just the power scaling, but like, oh, I have a knife. Oh, he's like, I am 0, and I'm going to be like the best. And, they're setting up like it's very first chapter-y type stuff that you see in manga. Where it's like, okay, everybody, thanks for checking out my chapter in this magazine. So stick around next week, and then I can keep my job, and you'll get the road towards this power scaling, this whole like, there's the power system. They say like, oh, this guy is this much powerful. He has the potential to be this powerful. But yeah, the fact that he actually is afraid and not just like or like a Kirito type guy or like a I'm so useless, but he's actually like super. Yeah. Like, and maybe we will get something like that next time.
And it's not, and he's scared.
But like, he's not just inexplicably a badass. So that I'm like, he's just like me for real. I'm so, I'm also useless, but also want to be like super badass in this world.
But he's also not. It's also not like he doesn't really try either. Like, he was trying to fight back, but also him being poor is really holding him back because he can't get good. Like, it's like he got in the game late with nothing. It's like other people like bought like a booster pack to like help them, because it's like the whole thing is if you can't earn money unless you kill these monsters and get these things. Yeah. But then it's like you can't kill the monsters if on like these low-level monsters, your knife just shatters into a million pieces. Yeah. And you're like walking around in shoes that are like completely broken, and you know what I mean.
So it's kind of like the rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like getting from 1 to 100 is easier than getting from 0 to 1.
Yeah. And then it seems like as well, then we have that one girl with the blonde hair that was like a badass, and then it's like she's like an S rank, but instead of like, I mean, she probably does go in dungeons and stuff, but she's like out and like stopping thieves on the.
I think she was just out today, and that.
But it's just showing that like she is like it's showing like the type of person that she is, that she doesn't have like a huge ego and is like